What's going on, vibers? It's your boy J.S. Vaughn. And guess what, y'all? We back with another one. Today's track is called Fake Woke by your boy Tom MacDonald and whatnot. You know what I mean? Let's jump right into it, fam. Let's go.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. Damn, man. I don't even. It's only like freaking 7 seconds, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, Cardi B role model for 12-year-old girls, man. I have a young daughter and whatnot, yo, and I absolutely understand where time is coming from with that one. You know what I mean? Every time I feel I think my daughter's a little bit older than 12 now, but like, you know what I mean, Cardi been around for a minute and whatnot, but like I cringe at the thought of my daughter listening to Cardi B. Just saying, you know what I mean? But let's go.
There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the Billboard, but if I mention race model for 12-year-old girls, there's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the Billboard, but if
Facts, man. I mean, and the thing about it is like, and with the Xanax and yeah, yeah.
B is the role model for 12-year-old girls, there's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the Billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem
It's getting more difficult to it's getting more difficult to get a job than purchasing a gun, which is kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? If that's the way of the world now, you know what I mean?
It's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. It's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if
You said Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom. That was all bars and whatnot. And then he said,
they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should
and then he says and then he doesn't want to fuck with people that voted for Trump. You know, what I mean, that's kind of fucked up as well. You know what I mean? So, yeah, let's go.
mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children,
This is true, you know what I mean? This is true. We have something called freedom of speech and whatnot. So you should be able to say whatever you want to say, and others should be able to say whatever they want to say as well. So I agree with that. You know what I mean?
American, you should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're rapists. They never
Hold up, we gotta read going.
the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're rapists. They never freed this.
He said all our childish heroes got me too'd, or they're rapists and whatnot. That's something that I have like that's some. I mean, I'm not really for the freaking the woke movement and whatnot. I don't even like using the word woke and whatnot. It's like something that comes out my mouth. It doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? I don't like the whole cancel freaking shit that's going on as well. You know what I mean? Because I feel like no matter what people say and whatnot, they should be allowed to say whatever they feel like saying. And at the end of the day, it's a better judge of character. So if you don't like what people are saying and whatnot, you always have that you always have that option not to be around those people and whatnot. So if you were to cancel somebody, I don't know, man. It doesn't even make any sense to me. You know what I mean? The whole wave of just like, yo, I don't like how you sound, so you shouldn't be able to work and provide for your family and whatnot. You know what I mean? I can't freaking co-sign that. You know what I mean?
By association, all our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter.
Hate the neighbor because he's wearing a mask and they stay home. Yeah, I never got that shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm be honest with you with shit, yo. I don't get the whole freaking people saying people don't want to wear a mask, and I also don't understand the people that do wear the mask shaming other people for not wearing masks. You know what I mean? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? As long as I know people that's around me wear masks and they're good and whatnot, and because I'm from the city and whatnot, and I think it's a different environment. The way I feel about masks and whatnot, due to the fact that I live in the city and whatnot, it's something that needs to be done there. You know what I mean? And I also understand, like, if I'm in a rural area and whatnot, and I tend not to be around a lot of people throughout my days and whatnot, I don't think the mandation for masks is highly needed. You know what I mean? But like, if you go into town, you should think like, yo, okay, there's a lot of people here, so I should put my mask on. But if you don't, I don't think you should be getting shamed for it. But if you go in somebody's establishment like freaking Walmart or freaking they make their own rules, and you have to abide by their rules when you go in those types of businesses. That's just like part of the shit. That has nothing to do with freedom. It's their business. So like when you go in there, you have to wear a mask. But anyways, yo, I'm freaking talking. So anyways, man, let me go back to playing this track, man.
But his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same.
That's a fact, man. I mean, I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system is screwing everybody equally the same. I don't, yes and no, you know what I mean? Yes and no, and yes and no. I agree and I disagree at the same time. I'm not 100% on that, you know what I mean? But like, yes or no.
Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided.
It's accused of celebrating native casualty we don't deserve.
Without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure.
Okay, yeah, that the defund the police, I think, is just a bad, just like you said, Black Lives Matter and whatnot. I think the phrasing for defund the police was like a bad freaking name for it. You know what I mean? Because I don't really think that the people that organize defund the police really want zero police in the street. You know what I mean? I think that was like a bad choice of naming it defund the police. Just being said, you know what I mean?
It's in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police. Y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already. They're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops. See what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves.
But I done knew that. I mean, like, I feel like I think I said this before. Like, he's talking about racism and all that type of stuff. I said, like, when social media, this is why I'm really not big on social media. You know what I mean? I might be on YouTube and I do reaction videos, but I'm not heavy on. I'll probably freaking watch a couple of rap videos on freaking Instagram or some shit like that. But like, me actually socializing on freaking social media, the most I socialize on social media is with you guys and whatnot, you know what I mean, in the comment section and whatnot, and I share my viewpoints towards the videos and things of that nature and whatnot. But like, I don't really get personal with the shit, you know what I mean? And I don't fucking do Facebook. I don't Facebook is meant to separate motherfuckers, you know what I mean? All the freaking Twitter and all that type of shit is just, it's just for you to form little freaking groups and whatnot, and form your own opinions, and when you form your opinions in these groups and whatnot, you don't really share your opinions with other groups and whatnot, so therefore you isolate yourself and whatnot from people that you might not get a chance to actually know. So, and that's the fucked up part about social media, and everybody buys into this shit. So like, I try to keep I try to keep my mind focused on everything at once and whatnot, and I try my best not to prejudge people, you know what I mean? And I try to see things through their eyes and not my eyes, you know? When I'm talking to people, I always do that. And after I do that, then I think of how I feel, you know what I mean? So anyways, yo, just I don't like I don't like social media. Let's just say that. Let's go.
So fake woke, facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke, same old, same songs. They so fake woke, facts don't care about your feelings. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless.
I like that. That's a good one right here. You know what I mean? Okay. Politicians are for sale, and someone always make the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democratic is worthless. You know what I mean? And well, it's always like that. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers on top and whatnot are motherfuckers that make the freaking decisions and whatnot, while people, not even people, people that are willing to pay for moves on the chessboard, are the ones that move the freaking the politicians and whatnot to guide them to what they need to do and whatnot, you know? Or exactly. I don't know, man. Let's go.
Are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate.
You said the truth doesn't damage points of views that are legitimate. That's a fact. I agree with that.
Information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them?
He said they trying to change amen to women. If that's the truth, I've never heard of that, and I think that's really stupid. But that's just my viewpoint. You
The
know what I mean?
damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness.
We cheat. No, so instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead. What the fuck? Oh, this is okay. We cheat to get ahead, and then we ask for forgiveness. Yo, I mean, like that just means like you're not being real with yourself. You know what I mean? Um, I don't believe in cheating in any means necessary, bro. You know what I mean? Like if you have to cheat, then you're not a man of your value. You know? So, and I'm not really big on freaking the Bible and whatnot. I'm agnostic as fuck. You know what I mean? So, um, at the end of the day and whatnot, yeah, I get I get what you're saying and whatnot. But that's the environment that we live in right now. You know what I mean? Not we, because that's not me. Like people don't know how to take personal responsibility of their own actions. They always want to freaking pass the buck to somebody else and shit. You know what I mean? And when he said that, like, yo, we cheat to get ahead and then ask for forgiveness, it's like, how the fuck you gonna do something wrong and shit, and then apologize afterwards?
Asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding.
He said, damn, man, that was harsh, man. He said, I don't trust anyone who bleeds a week and don't die. Then the motherfucker said, don't, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? You better say I'm just kidding, man, because I'm pretty sure your girl would probably be freaking have a problem with you.
It's like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding. But everything else that I said is right. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old, same songs. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Alright. This was very. I really had. This was one of these tracks where I had to really pay attention to and whatnot and dissect and actually try my best to be 100% real, because he was talking about some real situations here, and some I agree with him, and some like I'm on the fence where if I agree or don't agree and whatnot. But like at the same token, like it's good to have these kind of conversations and whatnot, I feel, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, if we don't know what each other's thinking and whatnot, we're not moving forward, you know what I mean? We have to have some kind of understanding where how everybody feels to actually communicate, you know what I mean? We're one country, and we have to find a way to get together and live together the right way, you know what I mean? So, and I like a lot of things that he's saying and whatnot. You know what I mean? You got to keep the information raw. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, yo, I really feel like people just using this is something that I use a lot. I use the word fact a lot. You know what I mean? And that's only to co-sign. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling something and I don't want to write a paragraph or two, or if I don't want to say a paragraph, I don't want to talk a paragraph or two, I'll just say facts. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day and whatnot, and that's just my facts. Now, and my definition of facts could be bent. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand me when I say that, but facts is facts today. You know what I mean? It's not concrete. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm freaking rambling too much, yo. This track right here was definitely on point. Made me fucking talk a lot. I'm gonna listen to. I don't have to really listen again, but I'm going to listen again because I want to see if I heard everything the right way. You know what I mean? But anyways, yo, dope ass jump off Tom McDonald and whatnot. I haven't done a track from him for a minute. You know what I mean? If you guys want more tracks from Tom McDonald and whatnot, if you like this track and you want to tell me which was your favorite part of what he said down there, put it right down there in the comment section. I'll get to it. I'll read it and whatnot and be like, oh yeah, that was cool. You know what I mean? If you want more tracks from Tom McDonald's or any other type of artist or video, put it right down there in the comment section and whatnot. I'll get to it as soon as possible. You see this right here is my motherfucking thumb. I need y'all to take y'all motherfucking thumbs and throw it all the way up to the motherfucking sky. Show me some love and support in that way. Another way, you guys, to show me some love and support is by subscribing to the channel right down there all day long, all day long. And that's about it. I'm going to check you guys out next time on the next video. Peace out, one love, and I'm out. You already know, fam. Let's go.